Misplaced modifiers. A misplaced modifier is a word, phrase, or clause that does not link clearly to what it is intended to modify. A misplaced modifier makes the meaning of a sentence ambiguous or wrong. These may cause a sentence to sound awkward and may create a meaning that does not make sense. We can avoid a misplaced modifier by placing the modifier next to whatever it's modifying. In this lesson, we will learn all about misplaced modifiers. Types of misplaced modifiers. There are 3 kinds of modifiers. Classic misplaced modifier. This type of modifier could modify the wrong word, phrase, or clause. Squinting modifier. This type of modifier could feasibly modify the word, phrase, or clause to its left or right side. Dangling modifier. This type of modifier has nothing to modify. Examples of misplaced modifiers. In these examples, the misplaced modifiers are bold and underlined. John only eats cakes. This is ambiguous if the intended meaning is that John eats nothing but cakes. This could mean John does not do other things to cakes, example, bake them. Talking quickly annoys people. This is ambiguous because we cannot be sure if quickly applies to talking or annoys people. This is called a squinting modifier. Having read your letter, my parrot has since died. This is wrong because having read your letter does not apply to anything in the sentence. This is called a dangling modifier. Squinting modifiers. Occasionally, a word or phrase can be placed so that it could refer to either one of 2 sentence elements. This is known as a squinting modifier. A squinting modifier makes the meaning of a sentence ambiguous because it is unclear whether it modifies text before it or after it. Incorrect. Post offices are open on Saturdays only in the country. Correct. Post offices are open only on Saturdays in the country. Correct. Post offices are open on Saturdays in the country only. Dangling modifiers. A dangling modifier is usually a phrase, frequently found at the beginning of a sentence, which refers to a word that is not actually stated in the sentence at all. Incorrect. Waking in the night, the fire engine could be heard. In the first part of the sentence, the phrase, waking in the night, modifies the fire engine, technically saying that the fire engine woke in the night. The modifier is dangling at the beginning of the sentence with nothing to modify. Correct. Waking in the night, I could hear the fire engine. To avoid a dangling modifier, we must clearly express, following the dangling modifier and right after the comma, the word the phrase actually modifies. Correcting misplaced modifiers. To correct the misplaced modifier problem, one should place single-word adjectives before the word they modify and adjective phrases or clauses right after the word they modify. In the following examples, adjective phrases were placed right after the word they modify to avoid ambiguity. Incorrect. John was praised for his great accomplishments by his teacher. Correct. The teacher praised John for his great accomplishments. Incorrect. The student walked her dog in blue sweatpants. Correct. The student in blue sweatpants walked her dog. Thank you.